Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Warden's Will. It's a really interesting third person shooter roguelike. Okay, so we want to find 3 transmitters in the area, indicated by an aura, destroy enemies, collect data, upload them, and transmitter will hint directions to other ones too. And then we go through a breach to get out of here. It's a really interesting third person shooter. That was a boost pad. I actually am really happy that they have those. A really interesting third-person shooter roguelite that is coming out in a couple of days. I'm not entirely sure when this is going to hit. Or no, it's coming out on January 8th. I don't know when this video is going to be landing on YouTube. Sooner than later, definitely before launch day. What is that thing? Can I break it? I can break it. I don't know if there's much of a reason for me to do so. But so very much in the same kind of general vein as... Oh, is this one of the radars? No, augment terminal. I can actually buy an upgrade with that one. But yeah, very Risk of Rain inspired, but with a couple of key differences. A big one for me, I don't have enough money. A big one for me is mostly just the ability to fly around the map. Like, the maps are excessively large, but on the flip side, it kind of makes it fun to traverse. And look around. I want more games where you are running around like a giant mega structure. There's something about that just... Oh. Is this actually the exit? That's funny. Yeah, I think this is how we get out of here. Necro Rift. Nope, never mind. So I don't know how that works. Let's see. Other thing I should probably do... is use my activated ability. So I got a homing missile and I've got a mine launcher that I can use. My gun works off of a heat system rather than a clip system. Is this done? Yeah, it's done. Gives me some kind of resource. Warning. Ow. Oh, don't stand in that. I've got enough resources for this. So, auxiliary coils, executable, bounces arc bolt, hurt reduction, or on hit restore energy. Let's go for the auxiliary coils. I don't even know what that means necessarily, but it sounds fun. I gotta make sure my gun doesn't overheat, because that obviously is gonna go bad for me. Okay, let's go up. Because we got a green crystal here, which I think is healing. Okay. Buffs when destroyed, max shield, restores health, damage boost, and max energy for a little while. So this puts me back up to full. And what else do we have in the area? We've got one more augment if I want to go for it. Problem is I don't have enough money, which is a little tricky. Let's probably head for these kind of necro rifts. Oh, there's another one of the teleporters. Main thing is, we don't actually want to buy all of the upgrades in the area. Let's see. Yeah, we don't want to buy all of the upgrades in an area just because we do not have the money for that. And it would take a long time to farm that up, and the difficulty likely would scale to the point of it actually being punishing if I stick around for that long. Maybe. I don't know. Let's go get one of these transmitters and see what we can get instead. I don't know what these blue cubes are for. Okay, wreck these. This has changed kind of dramatically since I last played it. There was a demo available in a Next Fest fairly recently. Oops. I think it was 2 Next Fests ago, the fall one? Oh, wait, no, that was the last Next Fest. I don't know, my sense of time is scuffed. Yeah, I gotta remember to use the shotgun mode more often. It's actually pretty good at communicating when I can. I'm just not very good at reading it on the fly. But that's mostly my fault. I'm sure it'll get reflexive after a while. And just shoot for a little while, then use the shotgun. Because yeah, it works off of a heat system, but I can actually burn... the heat by firing the alt fire mode, which I actually think is extremely cool. Oh, I see. So those green packs that I've been picking up this entire time have been data disks, or transmission information. It's probably a waste of using my missiles, but whatever. I'm not really that hurt, so it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, I'm going to need X amount of data for each and every one of these. If I want to actually complete things. No, do we have a bonus? No, it doesn't look like we get any kind of perk for completing one of those. Now, let's kill this guy and then I'm going to look around. Because there's this over here that's yellow, which almost implies like a rare upgrade in some way. Augment terminal. 84. Okay. Much as I want that, we might want to go for a cheaper one. On kill, spawn a rocket. Executable, max shields, or persistent, less health, more damage. Let's go for recycled rockets. That just seems kind of useful, especially in group settings. I don't know how much damage those rockets are going to do, but it still seems useful. Oops. Gotta watch out for those beams, because they can and will hurt me. Okay. Avoid the beams a little bit more. Toss some rockets. Yeah, unfortunately the beam enemy, or not rockets, the landmines. Unfortunately the beams are probably going to be the biggest source of random damage I take. Because unlike most other weapons... There we go. Oh, did I get some max shield from something? I did. Not sure how or why, but I'll take it. And I've barely taken any damage here, so I'm not too bothered by anything. Okay, so where are we going? Let's see, yellow crystals. We got a lot of crystals around for bonuses, but I'm not too interested in those. We're looking for these kind of bit canisters. See if we can grab as many of those as we can. As we'll use this to get some health. This also does have multiplayer, so if you do want to play with friends, you can. Overheat timer. Extra data. Let's go for the overheat timer. That just means I can hold more shotgun shots before my gun overheats. Which is good because I'm very distractible. I don't know. Natural consequence of trying to talk while recording, and then probably also some level of, like, attention disorder. Who cares? It's an excuse, but no, it's a reason, not an excuse. This just is what it is. I like the movement in this. It feels very slick. Oh, bite chest. Download. Oh, for 32. Wait, it costs 32. What? I thought the bite chest was going to give me money. But yeah, the movement is a lot of vertical mobility, which is appreciated. Obviously, it is kind of weird to fly around. And it looks like it can just kind of infinite jump in the sky, which is good for aerial maneuverings. Kind of wish the game had a bit of a sandslide mode. Let's just get some free shield. Eventually, I know I can get, like, more shields, like an actual persistent shield instead, which is going to be helpful. Ow. Beans. Okay, don't think I killed them all? No. Alright, so let's see about this bite chest. Oh, bites are blue. So that might actually be a meta progression kind of deal. Okay, toss some bombs out if I can, as they do more damage. I need to stay away from the beams. They don't follow me that fast, which is a blessing, but they will lead the shot. So I can absolutely waltz my butt straight into a beam by accident. Okay. I don't think there's anything there. This is the cash chest. So bit chest versus bite chest makes sense. Anything that I want to grab while I'm here? I'd like more upgrades, but I can probably survive for at least a little while longer. That's a really bad time to have an itch. Alas, I don't know why I'm an itchy person. It's one of those where, like, Yeah, I'll just be hanging out, and suddenly my, you know, some portion of me is just like, actually, you are miserable now. You need to deal with this. Oh, so it's rather than lobbing grenades in a specific direction, I'm firing them all around me. Good for groups, bad for, good for groups in my immediate vicinity, bad for dealing with, groups in an area that isn't around me. I don't know. It's fine. Okay, one transmitter left. Break this. I like the crystals, too. They feel a lot, smoother. Being able to see how much damage they've taken just on a visual level is actually kind of a nice choice. Okay, gotta get rid of the lasers first. Toss of landmines should finish the other guys off. No, it doesn't take out these guys fully. Okay, see a couple more of these rifts. I see a landmine. What we're looking for are the transmitters. And there's something up there that I probably want to mess around with. Max shields? Absolutely. But I'm curious if that actually gives me shield regen. Rebooter. Interesting. Grab one of these. Yeah, I'm digging listening to this music. It's got a nice progression to it. Ow. I don't think I actually managed to get the targeting off. And it looks like this is starting to scale kind of aggressively here. We're running into tougher enemies. Either that or these are just more dangerous than others. Ooh. There you go, got it. That should be done. Gets me another bite. At least the regenerating shields are going to make my life easier. Okay, do we have anything else? I think the main problem is finding the remaining couple of boosters. We have that yellow one somewhere. But I actually can't afford that at the moment. Overheat way too easily. It's a bit of an issue. Okay. What do we have here? Do we want to grab one of these? Yeah. The problem is I'm not progressing fast enough. Despite everything. Damage taken, damage shockwave, fire rate or max HP. And I'm going to go for malicious feedback. That actually, here, might be fine. Because I'm taking an amount of chip damage, especially from the laser bots. And so that damage shockwave might be good. Especially if I stack a whole mess of shields to work with. And these guys are beefy. But they don't do that much damage yet. And they are rewarding. So maybe it's okay. There we go. Get her done. That's over, we get the bite. Perfect. So that's the last of the exits. Or transmitters? It's probably fine. I was hoping I could find that yellow thing again. Well, at least we can get another bit chest. Wait, did I not get all the money from that? Oh, no, I did. I'd spent some right beforehand. It's so easy for me to overheat. Yeah, I'll probably try and boost my overheat capacity by at least a bunch here. If only because that way then I can really unload. My shotgun shots after firing for a while. Okay, let's hit the reboot while we're here. I think there's also weak points on some of these enemies, which I should probably keep in mind. Maybe not. I know there's weak points, I just don't know if they're weak points that I can... Well, are they weak points? Fire that off. Ooh, this got hairy. But, like, manageably so. It hasn't gotten bad yet. Previously, these enemies used to be a lot more accurate. And I definitely remember complaining about it a little bit. Okay, get to the breach. Do I have a time limit, or can I be a little slow? Because we actually have some stuff here. Energy spent, damage shockwave. With rockets, explosion. Go for the rockets. Go for the damage booster. Hit this. Oh, that's an augment upgrader. That's interesting. Ow. Whoa. Okay, they are getting a lot more accurate. And a lot faster and a lot more aggressive. Ow. There we go. There's 1, 2. Whew. I mean, I might be okay. We have the augment upgrader. Do I want that? I think so. And then I think we hit the teleporter. Maybe. On kill, spawn 2 rockets or max shield. I think I'm gonna go for the max shield because dying. Let's take a moment. We know the exit is here? No. But at the very least, I want to snag as much health as I can. Okay, there's the exit right there. So it doesn't seem like this has exactly Risk of Rain difficulty scaling. The longer you spend in an area, the harder it is. But it doesn't look like it's... It doesn't look like it's overall for like a run base, which actually makes a lot of sense. Kind of a risk reward. Oh. We straight up have a boss fight. Alright. What? 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 Oh. Okay. That was a thing. Alright, what do we have? Vitality Reservoir, Flux Reservoir, Shield Reservoir. Ah. Oh. That's expensive. What is this? Multiplayer beacon if you want to play with somebody else. So, is there anything else? That's a training area. We could play with somebody else if I want to. So, Warden is unique. They have different skills and abilities, mindful of your health and energy, jump, double jump, and then signature movement. Ping locations, devastating ultimate. Oh. Oh, yeah. We know about those. Okay. Activate, absorb incoming projectiles, then release a singularity. Let's see, a beam and an orbital strike. Slice and dice. And then the guy I've been playing as. I kind of like the guy I've been playing as just because of fly. And lock-on's pretty good. I could try Dasher. Means I can't move as much, but it does also mean I'm going to be avoiding damage better. Okay, so we tried the rifle. Oh, can we upgrade? Oh, wait, no. That's a weapon I haven't grabbed yet. Can I upgrade the weapons? Let's see, bouncing plasma ball. Steady shooting tungsten bullets. Protostar cyclic nuclear fusion. Okay, that actually looks like it might be very good. Because that might actually hoover enemies up. So the question is, can I actually upgrade these? Nah. So the meta progression is pretty minor. Mostly just a small statistical bonus to give you a bit of an edge. Rather than anything more than that. I'm fine with it. I don't know. Some roguelikes have considerably more than others. Okay, so big one is... I'd like to mess with that at some point. I don't know what the rebooter does. Okay, so yeah, that hoovers enemies up into one area. Yeah, that's going to be extremely helpful, probably. Let's go back this direction. Because there might be something back out here. Yeah. Kind of big fan of this weapon. It's weird, for sure. But it's got like a good AoE, good damage, and that alt fire is extremely strong. Only immediate problem is I have to actually remember to use it, and use it well. Which is tricky. But yeah, I should have considerably less issues fighting groups. Oh, yeah. Considerably easier fighting, easier time fighting groups. Damn. That is effective. The only immediate problem is, still don't have that much money. But we'll get there. So we get a bunch of big health crystals out here, but at the very least we can get a lot of these, like, summoning rifts to bring in a bunch of enemies. We hoover them all up. Ah. I'm a big fan of these, that secondary fire. It feels like it has a ton of potential for, like, fun cheese and just a lot of damage. If I can get it to do more damage or have, like, a better attraction radius. Okay, persistent heat capacity or restore energy. I think I'm gonna go for the heat capacity just because. It means I have a couple more shots before... I have to worry about the rift. Or, I've got a couple of shots before I have to fire off the grav launcher. Alright, this is going so much better. Let's see, unharmed damage per second, Max, or executable, 3. So I think whenever I use my E skill, I fire some rockets now. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, just plunk that off. Wreck things in the area. Haven't taken too much damage. Keep grabbing these. Other question is, I wonder if these blue crystals can be hyper stacked. Looks like you can stack as many of them as you want, which actually is really nice. Oops. Don't do that then. Wait, what? Why is my max shield up to 21? Wait, what? Oh, maybe it's max 21 until I lose it. That'd make a lot of sense. Okay. We had a transmitter somewhere nearby, or have I missed it? I have no idea. Okay. Dodge, max shield for 3 seconds, overheat. I guess part of the question is, what counts as a dodge exactly? Oh, interesting. That actually reset my shield value. Alright. It's fine. Give them a fun couple of surprises. Pop another one of these. I don't mind having more enemies on the field, because I work quite well on an AoE basis. The main problem is I have to worry about the dash on the other side. And my character very much can, or on the other side of my executable, my character does a short pause. That's when I get shot, because the enemies do not wait for me on that one. And that is actually a problem. Not a huge one, but it's there. Okay, hot hurt reduction. Max energy? Let's go for the max energy. Oh, but that's unharmed. Oh, that's not as practical as I want it to be. It is fun watching the black holes just hoover enemies up and really confuse them. Okay, here's a transmitter. There we go. Looks like we're fine. I guess I should probably proc the receiver. And yeah, it seems like my black holes stick around for a while, too. Which is exceedingly helpful. Because, yeah, they just do a damage over time. One of the problems I was running into with my last character mostly boiled down to... I was having trouble dealing with groups. Large groups of enemies were just kind of a nightmare for me. Here, not so much so. We done yet? No. And yeah, I can point one of the black holes at the ground, and it really messes enemies up. I forgot, don't stand in the water. That's really bad for my character. I wish we had some of these boost pads on the ground, things that would send you sky high. Not that big of a deal. Okay, what do we have? It's kind of an odd placement for a boost pad. Okay, so where are we looking? Where are we going? Because I've got a bunch of enemies following me. Dodge, destroy one projectile. Overheat, hurt reduction, overheat, healing. Probably the Chrono Absolution field. Not the most practical. Yeah, I'm not sure if I really like this guy's executable ability. I seem to get shot a lot during it. I don't necessarily know if it would be, like, correct to say he should be invulnerable during it, because that could be kind of cheesy in its own way, but there is kind of that element of just like, I really do take a lot of damage when I use that ability. And it feels odd. Alright, get some health back. We might want to do a bit of a tour You know what? Whoop. Okay, so I need to actually hit an enemy with that one. It won't auto-target. Okay. At least I can make it work, kind of. But we might want to scoot and go get some health after this, because I saw a bunch of big green crystals in the outside. There's some money here. We do also have another unit summoner. If I'm bold, I'm bold. Yeah, I don't know if my... I don't know if my usability is good. I hate to say. Like, it's cool and flashy, but if an enemy can just shoot you while you're vulnerable using it, it makes it tricky to want to use it. Okay, looks like the last radar is over here, which is good. Well, that was nice and easy. There's one. Grab another one of these. Give me that 20 health. Okay, might as well work on rebooting that. No, I guess, like, the dash is good. It just... I always get shot in it. Like, if it was quicker, like, if it was just a single, like, bam, go forward and then leave, like, a wake behind, I think it would be great. Hate to reference, whatever the, what, 8th Star Wars movie, but the blast through the Star Destroyer by warping through them. I don't know, I thought that was a very impactful moment in a movie that I largely did not care for. But I would actually love to see this guy's, like, E-Fire be kind of just that. Just one of the slashes from the ult forward. Okay, get to the breach. I don't think this is where I want to be, though, which is a little tragic. Where'd that help? Okay. Yeah, part of the problem is we have another one of these purple things. I literally could not tell you which of these enemies were spawned for it. But maybe that's okay. Hell of a lot of currency one way or another. And some more health. Got it. Looking good. It's got to be that guy. Didn't get him. Are you done? There. Okay. So, I know it was around the outer side. We can kind of... Yeah, there it is. Because I know there's a bunch of enemies here. I don't know why I got stuck in the environment like that, but... Rude. Okay. So far, so good. I wonder if the hang time on my dash slash is actually, if the hang time on the dash slash... Ooh, wait. Couple of health crystals. Oh, no. That's not what I was looking for. The hang time on the dash slash is so that I can then potentially do a second one in sequence. Okay, so I I guess I did get a number of upgrades here, but I'm feeling like I probably missed some. At least we know where the exit is. It's nice and centrally located. I can just run away for a while. This character is zippy. Okay, persistent airborne mines, or hot or evasive mine. Energy spent rocket, hot fire rate, persistent fire rate. Probably just bonus fire rate more than anything else. Because I'm not spending a whole lot of energy in combat. Also like the level design on this a little bit better. Oops, that did not actually get me shot. I am shocked. Nah, missed. There's another one. Health booster. Overheat. Persistent 10 bits. 1% damage. So that's a money booster. That's not a bad idea. Or, not a money booster, a booster based on how much cash I have. Which means not a whole lot right now. But considering a number of these... Ow. Okay, let's just grab this. Dodge, max shield for 3 seconds, persistent fire rate, or bits 2% damage. Let's just go for the 20% fire rate. Yeah, I think that's good. If there's anything else left on this map, I don't know. Oop. Getting up here is actually a weird nightmare. This character cannot fly very well. Alright, let's see how well I do against a boss this time around. Wait. Oh, I can't use my flight? That's rude. Can I not kill his turrets? Oh, I might not be able to kill his turrets. At least I have means of getting my shields back. Wait, can I also not use my abilities? Okay, this is confusing, man. Like, I get it, the boss, you probably want to lock off movement so that players can't cheese the hell out of the boss with various things, but... still a little odd. At the very least, maybe you should be able to use my usabilities. Ow! Oof. That hurts. At least he's not insta-giving me this time around. That's a tanky boy, too. At least I have the dodge give shield, which I guess I should invest into a bit more. Okay. Yeah, I've got a better idea of how to fight this guy. Which is specifically hop a bunch. And then use the dash to keep my health up. Okay, boss is dead. Everything is gone. Please tell me I get something cool for that. Oh, those are my mines for dashing. Alright. I'm always going to be a persistent fan of games that are like, oh, you beat the boss. Here's like a cool treasure chest. The fact that I didn't is a little bit of a letdown. Also, did it wipe my money? It did. Like, Binding of Isaac does it really well. Okay, here's the boss item. Also, if you did things correctly, Here's also a, deal with the devil upgrade. Oh, wait. Why are my... Why are my abilities down? Is it this thing? I feel like the Necro Rift should have a line. Like, whatever it spawns should specifically... whatever it spawns should specifically, Ow. Oh, that sucked. Holy shit, actually. This is, like, a lot? Whatever it spawns should have a line going to it, saying, like, hey, maybe the difficulty scaling is still there. Okay, where was I? God, I'm wounded and everything has gotten rough. Yeah, definitely have some kind of benefit for like, hey, you killed the boss, but also it feels like this has done that thing of... Okay, I need to not be here, but I also can't. I cannot use any abilities around these beacon things. But I can't destroy them? I am very confused. There's elements to this that seem really neat, and then elements to this that seem very, confusing. Okay, at least that's some decent health. Overheat, max energy, super landing, flames, overheat, max shields. I'm just gonna go for that. Nope, can't afford it. Okay, that's some currency. How much was this? Oh, only 50. Okay, so I can actually work with that cost. We've actually got 2 of them nearby. So I've got a chance to make this kind of work for me. A lot of upgrades in this area. Alright, hit the Necro Rift, even though it's probably to my detriment. Is it just the moment I enter one of those, like, death rifts? All of my what? How are there so many enemies? Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait. If you're in one of those death rifts, can you not even, can you not even dodge? Does it turn that off too? Okay. Extra bits for damage. Extra heat capacity. Let's go for that. I was hoping to get the extra shields on dash, just because that might actually sustain me better. Go for an augment terminal, persistent max shields, dodge projectile bits, no. Why can I not dash? Why? Oh, it's these things! It's not the death fields at all, it's... the bee creatures. That's why I'm getting locked down. Okay. Was not immediately clear. Grab another one of these. On kill chance for a healing globe. Yeah, I think we kind of want that. Okay, so no. That thing still does nuke my ability to do dashes and whatnot. I'll keep that in mind. It would make sense if you could destroy them, maybe. At least there's plentiful healing in the area. Okay, what else do we have? Not much, but at least I'm back up to full health. Let's work our way up here. Yeah, the fact that so many bees spawn and lock down even the dodge. And maybe even jump? Hard to say. Okay, yeah, I've taken a lot of damage. This is a little rough. Yeah, this game scales extremely fast. Maybe I'm just slow, maybe that's it. That, like, I need to go much faster and much more aggressively. I'm not a big fan of the fly drones, specifically being able to lock down my ability to dash. Like, I'd be fine with it maybe if it slowed me down a little bit, but I could break out of it with a dodge and they'd have to reacquire. But the fact that they lock down, like, completely disable my abilities before I can quite understand what's going on is a smidge tougher. Okay, there's a health globe here supposedly, but I guess I can't grab it. I do get a lot more money at this point, which actually is helping. I don't know, it's weird. It feels like if I can get the right passive upgrades, we're going to be in a very comfortable spot. But if I can't get them, I'm hosed. Right, let's break this. There's no reason for me to constrain myself when it comes to upgrades and things. Let's probably get this one first. Oh, it's you. Okay, shield booster, dodge for mines, persistent max shields. Okay, on-kill explosion. Sure. I figured that should help clear out groups a bit better. Let's see, reduce overheat timer, executable arc bolt bounces. Sure. It's a hell of a lot of enemies. Yeah, it's odd. Like, I actually like these spawn amounts. It's just the shock and awe of the amount of things being sent at me is slightly problematic. And yeah, I really want to hit these necro rifts, but I legitimately cannot tell what I have left to kill for a number of them. Is that it? Okay. Let's see. Any damage dealt with rocket, chance to spawn arc bolt, executable, or on crit explosion. Not that I crit much. Okay, let's just hit this necro rift. Yeah, the thing is, I'm actually really good against groups. Because I can keep them all together. That's a very large group, though. Okay, take out the B. I wish I could increase my projectile speed, or really just any kind of tweak from my gun would actually go nicely far. The nice other part is we actually have a passive, or we have passive healing now, which is amazing. Where? Okay, there's another one. There's two, in fact. Whoop. Okay, let's just do... pair of those. Yeah, the extra shield is going extremely far. There. I gotta remember to start marking those. I think is part of the answer. Because if I actually mark these... I'll be able to find them later. On hit, chance to arc bolt. Yes. There we go. This is interesting. Okay, has that been activated yet? No. Yeah, do I need to? Hard to say. But it's clear this game is going to kind of scale without my permission one way or another. Well, not without my permission, but it's going to scale endlessly and extremely violently, so just make it work. Oh, did I not trigger this one when I went through earlier? Oops. Or no, it's still active. There's just an enemy somewhere. It's really confusing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, hit the transmitter. Do a dash slash, because dash slash is extremely effective. And avoid. I don't... Are those just the big shotgunners? I think those are just the big shotgunners. Oop. Okay. Get some juice back. At least my ult comes back extremely fast. Okay. You good? Might as well hit the Necro Rift because I'm a silly person. These are new. Oh, well, they die to a dash slash. No, they don't die to a dash slash all the same. Keeping that in mind. They're beefier. I guess part of it is my damage probably could be better. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're going to need a lot more of those augment upgraders to really pull this off. Is that... It's done. Okay, cool. Oh, I thought that was going to give me unlimited dash for a while. Just set that up, explode a couple of things behind me. I'm getting better at this mostly. Really, I think we just needed that extra durability. The little bit of health and the little bit of healing. And then everything's kind of hunky-dory-ish. Okay, what do we have? Well, we've got a pair of beacons down here. Dodge, next dodge free. Like it. Mark rocket, overheat, extra fire rate, any damage taken, reduce cooldowns. Let's snag that. Still got shotgunned from behind. As the damn bees. I gotta kill the bees. Whenever I get the chance. Okay. Any damage taken? Let's go for the reduced overheat timer just because that's helpful. Grab some health, back up to full, looking good. I could hit that, but I think we need to get out of here. Otherwise, I'm going to get persistently locked down and then killed. I don't even know... We haven't even found the last of the transmitters, which is a little problematic. Okay, it's saying it's this direction. Let's see, executable, damage shockwave, overheat, damage shockwave. Let's go for that. Okay, so it's probably above me? It's either above me or it's... Yeah, it's gotta be up. And I thought I'd been here. I have been here. Hello? Okay. Oh, nope. They're both kind of back in sequence. At least I can get my health back. I'm not seeing any of the major upgrades. So, oh, the last one's right there. Ooh. We have one of these orange things. Okay, he's gone. Nope. These guys aren't. They're just gonna keep hunting me for at least a little while. Unless I finish them off. Rebooter activation required. Stay in area. Stay in range to complete. Oh, I can't double jump with him. So I can still jump, just not double jump. Which is a nightmare. Because I need dashing to get my shields back. And these suckers are tanky. So what does the rebooter do? Oh, rebooted here if integrity fails. So effectively it's an extra life. It's fine. Well, I guess it's a good thing I got the rebooter. Yeah, that's why I have this slight thing against my executable ability, which I cannot use. Well, that sucks. It just won't let me use it. In fact, I can't even fire. Huh. But I am immortal, which is funny. I'm pretty sure I'm a walking corpse. Yeah. So the run sunk. I like a lot of the ideas behind this. I think the one problem is it's very easy to get overwhelmed and you don't scale that well. Like the enemies scale better than I do. One of the big problems... we're just going to feedback time while I be immortal here. One big issue is that you're getting a lot of these like kind of edge case abilities, but very few of them are getting upgraded. I only got 3 upgrades that entire run. Everything else was just T1, and it feels like... I mean, you know what? I think the biggest issue with this game is actually running around buying things. It's gonna sound very weird, but I actually think this might be a better game if it worked off of bullet heaven logic. Because it's got a lot of enemies, and running around fighting them is fun. The shopping sucks, because you have to like hunt down each and every one of the shop terminals, and they're kind of awkward and difficult to encounter. What if it was one of those where it's just like every X number of enemies, or let's say green data points you pick up, also nets you a level up. And so, you know, you're kind of constantly running around and fighting. Maybe there's still reasons to explore. And maybe it's one of those that there are a couple of these like shop terminals that you could buy from. But you're also gaining free level ups as well, just by existing and running around. So there's a reason to hunt for the treasure chests, but it's not like end all be all. Whereas here it's kind of like, if I don't get all the treasure chests, I'm actually just going to be worse off for it. And then offer some more actual upgrades. I didn't like the fact that so many of the upgrades are like, on overheat do this, on dodge do this, on whatever do this. I think those are fine. I'd actually love to see that almost be programmatic more than anything else. Like, if you could go into a pause menu or something. No, this wouldn't work for the multiplayer. It's mostly just I wish I could actually choose like, hey, I like this ability, what triggers it? And so maybe it's like, persistent is, weaker, but if you get it on dodge or on overheat or something, it's more effective. So you can kind of build around that if you want to. Maybe. It's hard to say. It was mostly just I was getting a lot of random chaff upgrades that I wasn't really using, that didn't really work towards a build. That it was just like, yeah, on overheat, do a damage shockwave. It's fine, but I'm kind of incentivized not to overheat most of the time, so I'm not building around that idea. And because you're only offered 3 upgrades at a time, a lot of those, like, not build-centric upgrades felt like they were just spamming the upgrade pool in a way that wasn't going to help me much. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do here, which is very silly. And so having a little bit more either control or, like, means of limiting those upgrades so they're actually helpful, I think would be nice. I think personally I'd say just get rid of a lot of the on overheat and on dodge abilities, just because it kind of incentivizes you to then start spamming them without actually thinking. And it feels like, especially for dodges, you want to use that maybe a little bit more judiciously, but maybe you add some really interesting on dodge effects, like obviously dodge further, or extra iframes on or after dodge, or, you know, dodge is now like a shockwave maneuver instead, and it does like a little AoE as you pass through it, and then you get, once you've picked up that upgrade, you have like 2 or 3 more that unlock because of it that do more interesting things, rather than, like, you know, on dodge, gain some energy, on dodge, gain, you know, gain some shield. I think those can work, it just didn't feel particularly compelling. It's like I wasn't really being able to build for a build. I saw a number of upgrades that are like, on rocket, do this, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I got 1 rocket, I think, this entire episode, and feels like the pool system needs to be examined in such a way that you can actually pursue those builds, because without it, it's going to be pure random luck that you get what you're looking for. And considering how actually difficult it is once you get up to these, like, harder enemy spawns, I don't know. I feel like you need that build crafting to keep up with the difficulty scaling. And maybe I'm just bad. There's an entirely high possibility that I'm just garbage at the game and can't do anything. But, yeah, is what it is. And maybe it's just easier with friends, too. The other one I will say is boss fights. Considering how hard they are, not giving a reward feels extremely unsatisfying. I recognize that that's kind of generic, but it's one of those where it's like, it really needed some kind of cool, game-changing upgrade that you get for killing a boss. I think that would make a lot of my, like, complaints about not being able to pursue a build fade away a little bit. Like, what if, for example, the boss drops do 2 things. One, they're powerful and might change the functionality of something, might change the functionality of your gun, arc bolts, lasers, shields, damage shockwave, stuff like that. You know, each and every one of these upgrades has like a major benefit. So, like, literally just adding an extra bullet to your gun, so you're firing 2 bullets at once instead. Basic, but it's fine. But then you could have it where it actually has like a little modifier below it saying, like, increases chances of gun-related upgrades in the pool by, you know, just 25% or something like that, however much, just so they show up a little bit more often. Or it adds an extra upgrade slot per like shop that you find, the little, like, transmission terminals. So now you have a 4th slot that is a much higher chance of being gun-related. So in the beginning, you barely have a pool to pick from. You know, here's your 2 upgrades every time you grab one of these data terminals, but you beat the first boss. Oh, now you get a 3rd upgrade every single time you interact with one of them, and it's a little, it's more focused for what your build is going to be. And so you kill a couple more bosses, and by the end of it, you have like 5 or 6 choices every time you find one of those, and then you really can customize the build you're going for. I feel like that would be a very satisfying experience, and especially if the boss drops are effectively unique and can change how your build works as well. You can do some really fun things with that. Otherwise, it's a very solid base. I love the music, I love the visuals, the gameplay is fun, and I like the ability to kind of float around this environment in a quick fashion, and I'd love to see this in multiplayer too. It just needs a little bit more time in the oven before I think it really gets there. And once again, if that upgrade system can become a little bit more compelling, I think it's going to be real special. For now, though, I think I'm going to give these guys a break and call it here. So, I might as well mention once again, Warden's Will is out on January 8th. If you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, I'll leave a link in the description to the Steam page, so you can give it a shot yourselves. Maybe bring friends. I bet it's more fun with them in tow. But I guess with all of that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. If you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. Well, for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is very silly.